All right, guys, welcome to round two of the NorCal Classic. This was an LVO qualifier that was recorded before Mini Stravaganza, but like nothing changed in Mini Stravaganza, right? Like no big deals. Just a couple tactics cards got rotated out or banned, and yeah. So I'm Vincent Curkov, and with me today is
Nate Horn.
right, and we're gonna be talking about this game. Let's get it rolling here. All right. We have on the left Van playing Cabal, and on the right we have Ron playing Shield. Fun fact here: Ron is the number one player in Shield at the moment of this recording. All right.
Yeah, we had the number one and number two Shield players at this event, both vying to try to either steal that badge or keep it for themselves. So,
Um, Ron doesn't play Shield exactly like me, but uh, does have some of the same proclivities in model selection. So it's going to be interesting to see his slightly different take on Shield. I don't know. You're more familiar with Ron than I am.
yeah, I mean, I think one of the cool things we're going to see in this game, this was the day after Namor came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see him there on the table. I think he's a very interesting addition to Shield, but kind of a weird one. Like, he's not a natural fit into the exact plan that like you were doing before.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he is an interesting and powerful model. So it'll be cool to see what Ron has in mind for Namor and like what he'd been able to practice and test in. We didn't have a ton of time with him knowing his card before this event came out, and then like came out the day before. So I think that'll be exciting.
Yeah, 100%. If it tips my hand at all, I also played Namor at this event.
Weird.
Um, so it looks like our scenarios are senators as the extract and gamma as the secure. It's
Yep.
unclear who brought which one, but I don't think Vance Cabal is playing senators, so
Let me go
it's probably
look
Ron.
around. Seems likely.
Uh, so senators at first blush seems like a scenario that Shield would hate, but they're actually like pretty okay at it because it kind of creates this sticky situation in the first two rounds where people can get in but not out
Mm-hmm.
to pick up their stuff. So it can create this kind of one round of a shooting gallery. And very rarely are all six senators scored, much less all six scored by the same person. So it's
Right.
not that much faster than like the force, than like the four extract scenarios, and then can work in Shield's favor after they've attritioned you, and we can hold one on every single character, and an extra one with the grunts.
Another thing I think that's going to be fun about Ron's list here is I just saw he's got a Zemo there standing next to Namor. And so this is on Gamma, and he's got a Dynamo as well. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to build a very nice bunker here and then have every character getting to reroll 2 dice on every attack and defense roll, which
Mm-hmm.
sounds infuriating to me.
Yeah. I've played around a little bit with the double bunker thing, and it is legit. Like turning every shield model that is your shield models not known for their durability, right?
Yeah,
They're
what if
all
they all
like,
had spider senses?
yeah, they each have two rerolls, and then you can go with a third reroll if you play invaders. Um, Means that you can get a lot of rerolling done, or you can just like the models will just change their durability like wildly.
So on Van's side, he's playing the Red Skull 3.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Very strong attrition list, right? It's pretty fragile, but the characters just do absurd amounts of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got Mystique, Toad, Red Skull 3, Nebula, Ultron 2, and a Baron Zemo of his own. I think the squad is pretty good for being able to go. Like, he's got a lot of models to fight over senators, right? This is 6 wide, I think is a pretty good place to be. Um, and like the 2 twos, right? Like Nebula with the Red Skull 3 leadership is an insane model. just puts out so much damage. What just happened there?
Ron walked up and tried to pick up the senator with Namor and then run away.
Ah,
And Van's like, you can't do that. It's senators. And he's like,
okay.
that's great. I don't pick it up then, and I walk back over here.
Yeah, and not wanting to overextend, especially early, right? I think he wants to establish his little fortress and only score a couple points early. Because, like you said, with Gamma, nobody's gonna run away with this one. Pretty like in the first turn in particular. I don't think anybody's gonna get up to a huge advantage. So I think that makes sense for Ron to, after having made the mistake, right? I think his option of backing up is the correct one rather than leaving Namor hung out to dry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think part of the reason that I would be, yeah, Namor's just a weird guy to play on this scenario because like he's known for his safe grab, but you can't safe grab these.
Nope.
Or he can't safe grab them.
Yeah.
Do you know what leadership? Can you look in Longshanks and see what leadership Ron is on?
Yeah.
Did he play Namor leadership or did he play Last Line?
I don't see the cards. I'm assuming.
I assume he's on Fury leadership because essentially no one was playing Invaders off the gate because it was initially thought to be terrible. But
This is reported as Namor leadership.
ooh, exciting! I guess
Okay.
that makes the double reroll bubble even more exciting with unlocked skulls.
Yeah, it goes so far. Like the shield agents with unlocked skulls being def 4, reroll 2, reroll 1 is insane. They do so much damage.
Yeah, reroll. Yeah, reroll one, reroll one, reroll one. Seems really good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like they're like coin flip to do 3 damage to a def 3 or something like that under that leadership. With the
maybe that's that middle card on Ron's side. That kind of looks like the Invaders.
I know in real life it's like a
super
black and white
block.
photograph is what it looks like.
Yeah, well, just like based on the text, it has like that box at the bottom of the.
Oh yeah, it has like the superpower box.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else in Shield had would like.
Helios, but that box is at the top, right? Because the attack ones go at the top and the superpower ones go at the bottom on the formatting of cards, right?
Yeah.
So it can't be that one. Yeah, that's
Grace Patch, Invaders, Battlefield Medicine, Sit Rep, Shield Mobile, Stark Armory, I Am a Baron, Helicarrier Strike. So yeah, it's got it. All right, that's Invaders. Cool.
okay. And then obviously Van is on the Red Skull leadership.
Yes. Knowing Van, I mean, I see Age of Ultron on top.
Yeah.
What else? I think I guess we'll pull up his 10 and we can see, but that stack makes guessing extra hard.
I assume that one of these is Deception, based on
There's
Mystique being on the
Brace,
team.
Deception, Smash, Power of the Cosmos, Dark Reign, Mark for Death, Sucker, Fallback, Cosmic Oblit, Age of Ultron. So yeah, I bet there's a Deception in there. I bet there's a Cosmic Oblit in there and an Age. We'll see what other fun things come out.
Yeah. I know that Van loves Smash, but Ultron's the only character that can Smash, and
Yeah.
like there's not a lot of good Smash stuff running around.
Well, especially like this map, it's all there's so many 3s and not a lot of 2s, right? And like a lot of the 2s, the way it got deployed here, are kind of out to the sides. So yeah, I don't think there's a Smash in that pile. Also important to note, it appears Van has forgotten to deploy his grunts, so there are no Ultron drones on the table yet.
Oh boy.
Interested to see how they resolve that, but
I vaguely remember at the event them talking about that their game on camera was not particularly clean. And then them being somewhat unhappy with it being recorded.
so Nate, he rocket boots forward somehow.
No, he walked forward and made power with Dynamo.
He walked forward using the range 2 stick instead of a short move. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Dynamo's trying to shoot Mystique,
Which he's not allowed to do. And
yeah,
I don't know how he got up there. How did he get up there?
I don't know, man.
How does he have 3 power? Maybe he laid the beam down, assumed he was in, and just put the 2 power on Dynamo.
No.
All right. Well, so Ron, who was according to Longshanks, a better shield player than me, just learned how line of sight and sizes work. So that's fun. Okay, so they fixed the power. I think that's what he did. I think he walked Dynamo up, maybe just used the wrong widget, laid the beam, and just put the 2 power on him. Okay, but Dynamo still somehow has power on him.
Yeah, he's got to spend power to interact here, but... okay.
Oh, exciting.
So, I mean, kind of like the last game with the nose, right? We have a bunch of characters building a little bunker behind the nose where they're hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
So Van, kind of by virtue of getting there first, gets the... especially with Mystique, right? Ron has to now safety chain models to not get deceptioned.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the Namor backed up, and then you can see he's built himself a little ladder to get up there. So I don't think there's going to be a super exciting turn 1.
I'm really surprised Ron didn't play Sitrep here. I think Sitrep's so good into deception.
Yeah, I agree. It does what he wanted Dynamo to do, right? Like being able to get that free short advance. Okay, so Ultron's double walking, giving himself things to shoot next turn. But I assume going to pick up the Senator that's under Van's hand in a second.
Man, Senator is so dangerous for Ultron to be holding, in my opinion. Like I guess you pick it up because you have
it'll
to.
be fine.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I just worried about him being pushed back by Iron Man, but I guess he's kind of backstopped there.
Yeah. I think on a different secure, I'd be even more worried about it, but he shouldn't. He should be able to single walk and have maybe not the best optimal things to do, but have something relevant to do. So.
All right, making sure he's outside range 3 of Dynamo, but inside range 2 or range 4 of. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, there's a little bit of.
Okay, so it's that
place measurements. So
it's that Van's waffling back and forth with the 2 things and thinks he can only measure one of them, so he's just leaving the model where it is.
Yep.
I don't know if that's actually true though, right? You can I guess if he still had his medium stick out, it would be clean.
So, I don't know. Theoretically, if you move your model along the medium stick and start measuring range from it, the model is locked to the table at that. Like as soon as you put a range template on the model's base, technically you're supposed to be locked to that position. Does it get played that way? Almost never.
Really? I thought it's once you put the medium stick down, right, and then you pick up your model and you start using the thing to measure. Mm-hmm. I think the you're committed to the move, but you can still place yourself anywhere on the movement thing.
Not technically. Oh, here's the Ultron drones coming out. So you put the medium down, but as soon as you start measuring is, Ultron within range 4, and you put the 4 off of Ultron's base, you're using Ultron's base to make a measurement. And so therefore you're supposed to be locked to that positioning.
All right. Van has now realized that he did not deploy the Ultron drones.
Yep.
And
Ron's just letting him
put them
deploy
back
and functionally double walk them, I think is kind of what they've agreed to here. Iron Man cranked some damage into Ultron there. So Iron Man walked up a shot and did, 3 damage to Ultron with his 4 dice. That's exciting.
I mean, man, those first couple attacks with Iron Man can really dictate his entire game. And opening with big damage is a big deal.
I mean, this is 3-threat Iron Man, not 4-threat Iron Man, but yeah.
No, I mean, I think it stands regardless of the Iron Man you're playing.
I think it's even more so on the 4-threat one.
Yeah.
Both of them are happy to start getting power going early for sure.
He has armory in his list, right? I assume Armory's here. It's such a good map for Armory.
He does have it in his 10. Would not surprise me to see a Stark Armory next turn. So he's trying to see if... Who is that? Must be Zemo?
No, he's measuring from Nick Fury. Nick Fury in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, that's just Nick Fury himself, yeah.
Yeah, Zemo's standing behind Namor.
Namor, yeah. Trying to see if he can't get a cheeky shot off into Ultron to get eye for next turn. Man, I think Ron having priority next turn is going to be incredibly good for him. That is an unbelievable dynamo beam sitting right there.
Yeah, especially with him having somehow managed to get 1 power on dynamo here.
Yeah. True. Though I think if Dynamo boots forward, he'd have to leave the Zemo reroll bubble. I think Zemo's a little too far back to cover like being. I think Dynamo's would be on that nose. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're still gonna have a reroll from Namor. You could have Stark Armory, and you're gonna beam like 4 people each time. So yes, it will be fine.
Yes, I mean, like I wish his Zemo was a little bit farther up, but.
Right. So the shield agents walked up, shot, and did 2 damage into Van's Baron Zemo. Great start.
Right. Yeah.
I think had reroll 2 on that. Yeah, it looks like he's in
Yeah.
both bubbles. And then Fury's going to get a 5 dice, probably just reroll 1.
Just 3 damage.
Cool. All right, Ultron's on 2.
I love Shield.
Very normal start to this game.
Well, I might start with Fury now.
I wouldn't.
You don't think
how many
so?
shocks you can get out there. Think how much power you'd have for disruption field.
Oh, Fury might get Zemo and Ultron though.
I mean, Dynamo might also do that.
That's true.
A little harder. So Red Skull could actually have a pretty interesting turn here because he has a bunch of power he could like take off of Ultron.
Mm-hmm. Not sure that's within 3. It probably is though.
I think it could have been. I don't know if
it definitely could have been.
Yeah. And I don't think you want to spend Ultron's entire stack here, but I do think like a cheeky teleport from Red Skull here. I don't think he's in range. If he's, I want him, like if he could shoot the shield agents, I'd be fine saving Ultron's power for Ultron. But if he's out of range, I would like to see him buy a teleport here.
God, we're no longer PG-13 anymore. Thanks, Van. Okay, I'm probably gonna mute the audio and. All right, he's decided to double walk and pick up
an enemy senator. All right,
I like that.
How you win the game?
I mean, if he could do that and stay within 3 of Ultron, and oh no, he can't. He can't jump back though. He always has to pay some himself. That's how that ruling went.
Yeah.
So he can't actually do that. Never mind.
Well, he could have.
They almost marked the score on the other person's scoreboard.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked either. Yep.
Okay.
So I mean, that's a lot of VPs for Van, which is good. I mean, he's got taken a bunch of damage already, and this is going to be awkward. Yeah. So I think having a healthy VP lead will soften the blow a little bit. If he can consolidate forces here, he's in an all right spot.
Oh, man, I just don't.
Some identity theft happening.
Yes, absolutely. Slandering me, saying that that he's actually Vincent Curkov, and that's why he's misplaying all over the place. Interesting. 2 power on Dynamo here is.
Oh, here's your Stark Armory, paying 3.
Yeah, I think you. Man, who do you start with here?
I just
You're so spoiled for choice.
yeah. All right. Yep. The Dynamo
I think
boots.
yeah.
Uh, making sure he stays in the Namor bubble. You don't want to.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let's throw. What is that?
Look at those four. It looks like.
24 dice twice. Seems
I kind
all
of think
right.
one of the beams should go on to Ultron.
I think yeah, they all should go on Ultron. Like taking Ultron's activation is how you usually beat Ultron.
All right. First attack blanks and whoever it was.
Blanks, shock on Toad.
All right. Not bad.
Yeah, I don't like that he skipped.
What did he skip to which?
I don't like that he didn't that he went after Toad instead of going after Ultron here.
Ah, yes. Oh, don't have the card for Ultron drone, so they're checking defensive profile here. Should be 2 dice, 3 health. Drones, I think, are dead.
Yeah, free power for Dynamo for being nice and letting them back on the field.
They're clarifying how the drone explosion works to make sure they both understand it.
Oh, maybe
Only
the
enemy
reason this
characters.
isn't onto Ultron initially is because he doesn't have Mystique.
What? I don't understand.
Like, if he beams Ultron, maybe he's not hitting Mystique. It's
Oh,
only the
sure.
2 models.
So no damage to Nebula, but the shock. Yeah, you could be right there. Mystique counts blanks here at least, which helps a bit, but I think she still took a healthy chunk. Yeah, it takes 3.
3 damage and shock on Mystique.
All right. So that's Dynamo shocked everything or killed everything in that attack. So that's a good start. It has plenty of power for disruption field. I think now I would go after Ultra, especially since you got shocks everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think trying to tap in Ultron or maybe Zemo. I don't think the Zemo beam catches more than just Zemo. Maybe
it catches Mystique.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with this tilted camera.
Yeah, I think you definitely go after Ultron here.
That's what I would do.
All right. 4 dice leads me to believe it's Ultron.
Yep.
Gets him.
Yep.
That's a dazed Ultron.
Drops a Senator.
Van is displeased.
I would be.
Very assertive. Well, you don't think if Ultron should die to a 4 and a 5?
No, there's 2 5s and a 4 and 1 head pierce, but
Ron realizing he can't pick up a Senator with Dynamo?
Yep, because Dynamo already got one. And then here's the Nebula shot. Two damage in the Nebula.
2 damage on Neb. All right.
What's that? 6 power on Dynamo. Great. Oh, all right. Well, Stark Armor and rerolls.
Yeah,
Pretty
Stark
good
Armor and a
combination.
reroll. I actually think had he not shocked the whole team, I think he would have. He got off light damage wise, I think.
He sure, yeah, like absolutely.
But
could have been much worse.
but the trigger on everyone that lived is really going to mess with this ability to crack back here.
Especially Mystique and Nebula, who have such small dice pools to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
The shock is just so ball busting on them.
Yeah. God, I love shocking Mystique.
Yeah, it's really good.
Enjoy your stagger, nerd.
So what do you do here as Van? I think it's still.
I think you have
Get
to.
Red Skull out of there.
Yeah. The issue is how much power does Zemo have on him?
3.
3. I think you take a shot at. I think you take a shot at the grunts and you TP out Dynamo.
Yeah.
And if Dynamo's not in 2 of Skull, you're gonna double walk Skull, move Dynamo very far away, and then
Well,
move
you're
again.
not double walking Skull anywhere, but
Why not?
he's a senator.
Oh, that's a good point.
So it is Red Skull. He is getting disruption fielded. I think he's attacking Dynamo. Zima on his side.
Who is he?
I mean, it was somebody with 3 energy defense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No matter who he's attacking, no matter who Skull is attacking here, unless it's the grunts, they should have Def 3 because he gets to pick attack type.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
Green
And
energy and Mystic.
Yeah, and everybody has 3 energy defense except Namor, and Namor has 3 Mystic.
Well, it is a mystery. No damage, no wilds, nothing happened there.
Yeah, it could be anybody we choose. Yeah, I think you got to steal.
I guess it wasn't Dynamo because I saw 2 rerolls on Ron's side, so it has to be somebody in the
bubble.
double bubble.
Yeah, I guess you shoot somebody in the bubble because.
Yeah, because the Red Skull gun does have wild shock on it, so I think hitting any Iron Man is good to shock, right? Nick Fury's fine to shock, so.
Maybe you back up and you just pull Zemo to safety.
Oh, they are now remembering gamma damage.
Oh.
So Ultron would have taken 1, but is dazed, so they're not worrying about it.
And it doesn't
And
affect
Nick
the
Fury
power.
took 1. Yeah. Or I guess it would be 1 less power on Ultron if they're being.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it'll be fine. So Skull, just after the 1 shot went bad, decided to walk out of there, which makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Sad not to see a. Oh, you take Mystique's power to do that is absolutely what you do.
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
Zemo's.
Or even a little bit of Nebula's on. You have power that he could have taken. I think I would have tried to throw the eyeball at the shield agents even.
Yeah, but it's tough because you don't get the grunts back.
No, but I think you just need something to start happening.
Zemo dead.
Because those shield agents are going to kill Zemo. Right, like you were talking about starting this turn with Nick Fury. And I think leaving those shield agents alive, they're going to put a big hole in Zemo.
All right, so this was an Iron Man shot.
Oh, okay. I guess that'll do it too. Yeah.
I guess with Zemo being in cover, taking the 7 die.
Oh, right. Stark Armory. Yeah, it would be 7 die reroll 2. It's a good attack for your 3 threat.
Yeah. I really want to explore Iron Man 1 again. The issue is just it's usually a gamma play.
Mm-hmm.
And at 15, he doesn't fit.
Yep.
But 4 threat Iron Man fits.
Yep. Yeah, getting 19 here I think is a big help for Ron.
Mm-hmm.
I think his list is better at 19 than Vance's. Well, I think you're still just kind of in weather the storm mode here.
Mm-hmm.
This turn was always going to be painful. The Stark Armory turn is just, it's kind of like the Wakanda Forever turn, right? It's going to feel bad, and you just got to get to the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I guess, Iron Man's second shot. It's homing rockets to ignore cover in line of sight.
Okay, that makes sense.
And kills.
Why not? You just spiked into 1,000,000 power.
Yeah. Well, and he spiked turn 1 too. Iron Man has rolled real hot on his builders and gets to live the dream. I forgot stupid rockets ignore line of sight. I knew they ignored cover.
Yeah. Use him for cover, ignoring line of sight, and range are the only reasons to use that attack.
Yep.
If you're like, I desperately need one more die, the roll better be for the game.
Yes. So Van is down to Nebula and Toad. Or not Nebula, sorry, Mystique and Toad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you even do with Mystique here?
I think you blow up the building. Although that opens up all their lines of fire, but everything they could shoot is dead.
Hell, next turn, though, would be bad.
Well, next turn, you have priority and you want it out of the way, so, like, Iron Man's not in cover, and...
I think I'd rather keep it so that Van's priority activation could be like Ultron, and then the crackback from Ron is not... like, he can't just have Iron Man or Nick Fury lay into Nebula and Mystique. And, like, Ultron can either throw or bow or both Dynamo out of there. And so then he's using the nose to protect his second and third activation from whatever Ron wants to do first. Yeah. So I think you shake with Mystique and then either pistols Dynamo, or you can do the Spender to stun him, which is not... He doesn't care super much about stuns. He's got a Gamma Beam, but... What?
Yeah, he doesn't care a lot about stun.
Yeah, but I mean, if Ultron is going to try to kill him next turn, the stun might matter.
Yep, that's what he's doing. He's doing espionage. Thinking about I.
Well, yeah, of course. Oh, he didn't shake the... I guess he's going to...
I think he's going to...
Pistols for power after this?
No, I think he's going to walk and pick up an objective.
Oh, she's not holding a senator, is she? Okay.
No. He's taking 1 damage.
Yep. Blocks 1, reduces 1, takes 1. Will be stunned. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I would have just shock and walked over there rather than spendering, but he can't have both the Gamma and the...
Well, he can. He just has to be up there.
Yeah, he's going to get lit. I think that's going to end all for him. I think, yeah, you just take the extract and stay hidden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you just...
Like, Namor can come get her if Ron's feeling it.
I mean, it's the hardest target for Namor to punch on the team, probably.
What's this?
I don't know.
Oh, she probably rolled too many dice on her attack because of shock.
Because of shock. Got it.
And so they were just checking.
They just re-rolled it, and it was the same or more.
Yep.
Lots of... Man, does Namor have the time stone? They're going back in time a whole lot in this game.
I mean, what do you do with Namor here?
I think it is a charge, walk back, and try to just maybe just put stagger on. If you can reach Skull, I would charge Skull and walk back to where I am.
Sure. Yeah. I guess in my head I thought that was out, but maybe it isn't. Now that I look at closer, but looks like we're getting... I'm guessing something kind of similar here out of Zemo, where he's going to walk forward and Spender to go back. He stayed outside of 3, which will have cover but not martial artist, which is correct. Yeah.
I think you charge.
Cover is worse. I think he only had 2 power though.
Didn't we just determine last video that like cover was about the same amount of Def 4 martial artist, and this is a Def 3 martial artist, and you get power for the other one, and you might get to make both attacks. Oh, you can't walk back because of the senator.
Yeah. Zemo's not holding one.
Never mind. He just said he couldn't pick it up. Oh, he doesn't have any power. That's why he can't pick it up.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. All right, so that's the actual, I think, the real reason to build her there, and like the charge first, like you said, is because she's only on 2 health, and you'd want to be able to pick that up if you could. But I also think Ron's playing with house money this turn. Right, like things have gone so well that it will be fine. Got Zemo onto the middle gamma. All 4 dazed models on Van's side.
Yeah, but now the real problem that's happening is Fort Kickass is becoming Shield Fort Kickass.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Grunts grab the Senator.
Makes sense. I think Fury's probably going to walk up and grab a Senator. I would have tried to stay closer to the nose. And well, I guess that nose is going to get blown up by Mystique. So maybe
yeah. I think that's the real issue.
Fury, what are you doing? No, you can't do this.
You can't do that again.
No.
Ron, you've been caught so many times. There we go. He's running back. He's figured it out.
Time Stone to the rescue. I mean, I still think you want Nick to pick up a thing there.
Yeah, Nick's on 2 power now after picking it up. Yeah, I think it's fine.
So he'll still have I, and you want to get some points here.
The other issue is that like you're putting him right next to Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
Ultron, and you're taking a gamma damage.
Yep.
You've already taken 1 gamma damage.
Yep.
So like Nick is like auto dead next turn, or like
he
pretty
can eye away from Fury, or like if Ultron tries to start with him, you eye and back up, and then Ultron gets 1 attack into him.
I also just think you could have positioned Nick to pick up that so that he was in any of the auras.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. I think, and like maybe he was with the initial block.
Yeah.
Right. But yes, I think you want to pick that one up. I think you want to pick up a Senator, but I think you should have picked up that closer one and tried to stay in the bubbles. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out what to do with Namor. I still think, you try to.
I think you charge back up.
Yeah.
And hope that you make at least 1, that you do at least 1 damage.
Oh, for the stagger. Yeah, of course.
Well, and so you can charge next turn.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, no, he's got 1 power.
Does he?
He didn't spend all his power turn 1.
Oh, okay. He didn't spend any of his power turn 1.
Oh, yeah. Great. Yeah, he's not holding anything. So, yeah, he's got lots of power.
Yeah, never mind.
Don't worry about that part.
Need the stagger.
Right,
6 hits into 2 blocks. Skull taking 4 there and stagger. Van is having a bad time. Now the question is, does Namor greed here? Yeah.
And do you greed by punching Red Skull, or do you mega greed and punch Toad?
I think if you're gonna stay in, you go punch Toad.
I agree.
Do you spend her here?
How much does a spender cost? 3, right?
3.
Yeah, I'd spender Toad.
Because with that 4 there, he should be on 4 or 5 power. Probably 5 power, right? Because he didn't spend anything on turn 1.
Yeah. Yep.
So you can spend her there, say drop, and still pick up, and then not have charge next turn, or you can mega greed, and say I'm just gonna do 5 damage and I'll wave of turtles.
I think you do the drop.
Yeah, I think you do the drop as well.
But if you get the Toad here, that is 3 victory points for you. That's so good.
Yeah.
I think this is into Toad.
Yeah, it
'cause
looks
Red
into
Skull's more
Toad.
physical. Looks like Toad's blocking good.
Looks like Toad blocked all of it. What a guy.
And I guess he didn't pick either that was a builder or he didn't pick the drop mode. I'm not
No,
sure
because
which.
it looks like he's on 1 power now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What mode could he have possibly picked? Maybe he just picked pickup and mega greeted.
Yeah, could have.
Or maybe Namor is so brand new that he doesn't know what the
That's true,
ability does.
yes. He was in fact born yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Namor, not Ron, to clarify.
Yes. Yes, thank you. Well, still a really good turn for Ron.
Could have been better.
Phase 4, almost 5 models. Oh, yeah. Narrowed the victory points down. Let's see if they remember gamma damage.
That's what on Nick, and that's it.
Nick, Ultron, Zemo.
Ultron dazed.
Oh, yeah.
Zemo
Yep.
dazed.
Yeah, so just Nick. I think this is a cosmic obliteration, which does not require it to be Red Skull's activation.
Ooh.
Yep. So root on Dynamo. That's
That seems good. I like that.
Everybody likes that.
Root and
I
stun
assume
on Dynamo. That is the sadness.
Yep. I'm guessing an incinerate on whoever Van wants to kill first.
Looks like we got a Hex coming out on Zemo.
Good. Yep. Like, and then are we trying to kill Namor?
It's debating between Root
I
and
think that
Incinerate.
looks-
You definitely pick Incinerate.
Yeah, 100%.
The only question
And
is...
I think going for Namor here makes a lot of sense because Van's Ultron's perfectly safe. Right?
Yeah, he's got age.
With Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you actually go with Red Skull here and
Yep.
say, it sucks that I'm not in the Zemo bubble. And, throw a thing at Namor, bring the grunts back, take some shots.
Did we get gamma damage on Nick or is that still at 1? I thought I saw him over there, but...
It looks like it's still at 1.
All right.
And Incinerate's going to be the choice on
Namor.
Namor.
Yep, love it. Smart choice.
It's so kind of Ron to make a model that is entirely built to troll me and then never face it towards camera. I love that so much. He's really failing to give me the business. Yeah,
well, yeah, I mean, I think this is a power dump turn for Red Skull. You can steal a bunch of power from Ultron because he doesn't need all of that.
Yeah, he only needs 2 of it to be really.
Ooh, Dark Rain. We're going in. I like it.
Yeah,
You want to make sure this happens?
I don't know if you need both. I think if I had the Zemo aura, I wouldn't bother with Dark Rain, but...
Yeah, sure. I think Dark Rain is worth it just because, like, if you fail to kill Namor here, this is just going to keep getting worse. Like, it slides away even faster. And I don't know, like, who else is more important to kill? Maybe a Dynamo at one point?
Yeah, I think I would use it for when I'm going to go in a Dynamo. I just don't like using both cards to daze Namor.
Well, he also is rooting.
Yeah,
Dynamo
it's also
and
doing
Hexing.
other
like,
stuff.
The Blitz doing utility stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, as a Shield player, I'm always just, like, mindful of the resources I'm putting into a given task.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I guess it's also slightly different for Shield in that Shield can fail, like, and leave somebody at 1, and suddenly, like, the danger is as the model may not really activate as well.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a thing in Cabal.
No, they don't have any. All right, he's borrowing some Zemo power for...
No, I think it's Ned power.
Oh, you're right. I was looking. Yeah.
Nebula power to move Zemo closer.
No, he's moving over to Zemo
Okay.
with a. Oh, he picks
Nothing
up
is
from range 3, so he should
nothing.
still have range. I was worried about him leaving terrain behind because he wants to be able to throw
No,
something
yeah, he
here.
picks
But
up from 3.
he picks up at 3, so he should be fine to get that eyeball. All right. And here's a builder with lots and lots of rerolls into an incinerated Namor.
Why is Namor rolling 3 dice?
Oh. I'm guessing Van forgot. He didn't
Maybe Van said energy and
yeah. And
Ron just
went
didn't
with it.
correct him.
Might not know that Skull can pick. Gets the shock. Does a 2 damage. Yeah. Not a good start. But not,
Check.
5 more to go.
Ron, what handsome shock tokens you have there. Did you know, listener, you too can get such beautiful shock tokens as those by going to my Patreon and becoming a patron. Haha.
Throws the eyeball at him. Ron plays brace. Goes for a second punch, and I don't think eye gets you out of this.
He could eye sack.
Yeah, I suppose. That feels really expensive, though.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if he picks up unlocked skulls and the Zemo reroll, like maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I think Van missed a Zemo reroll on that one. Not that it looks like he blocked it all anyway, so I don't think that one reroll makes a big difference, but
Van said he got locked on skulls.
yeah, I think I saw him pick up a blank while he was saying that, though.
Classic
But
Van.
It's fine.
All right. Namor alive. They remembered the gamma damage.
There's the gamma damage.
Woo! Time Stone to the rescue. Van in some trouble here.
Yep.
Some big trouble.
I think you have to go with Namor here and just try to do Battlefield Medicine on Namor to heal him and get rid of shock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would have Battlefield Medicine there.
You don't
I think
so?
like with Dark Rain and stuff on him, either my plan is to be so far away that Van can't attack me at all, or to let Namor go down this turn. But like sticking here, that Battlefield Medicine will not save him. All right, like if he stays in this fight, Dark Rain is gonna and incinerate. So like just double walk out of there, which I think would have been totally fine, or make your 2 attacks and let Namor fall over. I think that was the first attack that didn't do anything.
Dude, who was it into? Did you catch?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
Here's the Namor charge. Oh no, this is so greedy.
If it's into Neb, I don't hate it. Oh no, eye's gone. Never mind.
Yeah. Into Ultron. Probably. I mean, staggering Ultron, I don't hate.
Yeah, it's fine.
But like Mystique could just open up into an incinerated Dark Reign Namor here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the battlefield medicine is a little bit. You're spending it essentially just for the condition clear.
Yeah.
Which is actually a thing that Shield did a lot with battlefield medicine pre-Namor.
For sure.
Because like we just didn't have the health pools to be like.
Yes.
The number of times I was like, remove shock from Bucky who's taken 1.
Optimal battlefield medicine, yes.
Yeah, absolutely it is. I bought a whole action for a tactics card.
So seeing if Ultron. I still don't think you want Ultron here. I think you just go with Mystique. Because like the Dark Reign Mystique is always great.
Mm-hmm.
And you just try to put down Namor.
How is Mystique on 0? Oh, Skull spent
Red
it.
Skull took a bunch of it. I think she also paid for Dark Reign, so.
I mean, Nebula is spoiled for choice for targets, but I think Mystique should just kill Namor there. I guess it kind of depends on if he's in cover or not.
That's true. I kind of assumed he wasn't because it looks like he's in front of that bit of the nose, but we don't have the best angle.
Yeah.
I don't hate going with Nebula here either because she's in more danger than Mystique is to die.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's also spoiled for targets.
Assuming, I think she can see Nick Fury.
Yeah, she can't. Like, Spender, Namor, Spender, Nick Fury.
Oh, yeah, because Namor picked up a thing. Yeah. I was thinking he wouldn't get rerolls on Namor, but totally would.
Incinerated Namor, 4 health Fury. Like, she might kill both.
Yeah, that seems great. Yeah.
Especially in, God, Nebula is so silly under Skull. I wonder if mathematically, if Skull is better for Nebula than Goblin is. Probably, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because of the interaction with Skulls and rerolls.
Oh, no, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Especially once Ultron's staggered, you know your opponent's never going to attack him, right? Like, Ultron has no pressure on his activation whatsoever. But here we are. So threw something at Namor. Looks like it did a decent bit of damage. Kind of hard to tell. Spawn in some grunts. But now you have to just one-shot Namor, or you...
Yeah, I hate this. Maybe you Spender Namor into Nick.
Then you don't have age power.
Isn't Spender only cost 4?
Wait. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, so he has 5. Wait, no. He only has 3 health remaining. So if he paid 4, he would only get to 6 power before.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
right.
You can't do that then.
Yeah, this is another reason I don't like this activation.
Yeah,
it's such a mopey thing.
That was also what was so frustrating about Age of Ultron existing, was that you could just be like, I completely ignore, like, Ultron is 14 health right now, and you're like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yep, his activation is perfectly safe. So now
marked for death.
So not when you're talking about like too much resources being poured into it.
Yeah, this is too much. This is 3 tactics cards on Namor,
who's already activated.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when you play attrition versus shield, you got to kill activations. That's got to be your goal.
Yeah.
And they're gonna move heaven and earth to stop you because of all their defensive trickery.
Right, buddy. We have an Ultron spender.
Yeah. Man, if he hadn't activated yet and you like got to give him slow. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess it's likely to come back to you because it's a builder.
No, this is a spender.
Oh, it is a spender?
Yeah, so he pulled off.
Ultron's just dead? Dude.
It should be, yeah.
Dude, this is... Woof.
Yeah.
Like, the dice aren't helping out, but, like...
No.
Even if this goes his way...
Gone well.
Even if he gets in here... Throw on Ultron after or before?
Before.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Is he going to remember?
Doesn't look like it. So you go with Nick
Oh.
Fury here, right?
Oh, okay. Throw
Oh,
him before damage dealt.
all right,
Time
all
Stoner
right.
to the rescue.
Yep. I mean, you should be able to bonk him into Nick Fury at least. I guess maybe not. It's hard to tell the shape of that, like the rounded part of the
That seems
nostril there.
insane to me that can't hit Nick Fury.
I agree.
I mean, it's not
But
likely to kill Nick. It actually can't kill Nick Fury.
sure it can.
No, it can't. He's size 2.
Namor's size 2. All right. He's so big.
Yeah, I mean,
No, all right. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. He's just a man. Like
He's
most
just a
of his
dude.
bigness is water. All right. Well, they're gonna negotiate this a bit. But so, all right. Nick Fury can't die here. He's got to be the best activation to kill Ultron, or do you try to do it with Dynamo to get value on, like, try to kill Nebula, who took a damage from this Ultron spender, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, but she's only got
yeah.
4 health left on this side.
Yeah, I think you do. Like, I guess it depends on how this block goes.
That's true. Yeah, because if like Fury's on 1, you'll just activate him to get him out of there.
It only takes
One
one.
damage.
Now you're in, like, I guess Nebula kills him no matter what.
Probably.
I do think that Nebula has 5 on her backside, so she's got 4 right
down to
now.
4. Yep.
And Dynamo's in 1 reroll aura.
Yes.
The issue is if Dynamo goes and doesn't get Ultron or doesn't get Nebula, like, you're in rough shape. Or if he doesn't get both, you're in rough shape.
Yeah.
But
I
as
think
long
I
as he
would
gets,
go
as
with-
long as he gets 1, I think you're fine. Oh.
I think I would go with Fury here because it's very unlikely Dynamo dies.
If,
right? Like,
Actually, if Dynamo has both of them and can be out of... this is a greedy play, but I, like, do not hate beaming Nebula and Mystique.
yeah.
Okay.
So they're figuring out how many.
I think they're calling a
He
judge.
might also be clipping Red Skull back there. It's hard to tell with where Van's hand
Oh,
is.
yeah. If he has all 3 of those, I might just do that.
Sure.
All right, we got a judge call here to measure this. Tyson, the one of the proprietors of the LVO series, which this is one of. This is an LVO qualifier. He runs the LVO Invitational along with Omnis. All right.
Yeah.
It looks like the ruling was
Sounds
both.
like both. Yeah.
I don't think you take that beam if it's not both.
Yeah, I would.
All right, so this is in a Neb. 4 just kills her.
Get.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a stomp on our hands.
It's not looking
It
good.
is looking very bad. Van is running out of resources very quickly. Sometimes Shield just gets on top of you, though, and there's just nothing you can do.
Yep. So either 1 or 2 damage, hard to tell, but also the shock, which was, I think, the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I'm trying to put damage on Ultron. Okay, I think
Van,
just realized something.
what?
I don't know. Maybe that he has exposed his Ultron to death, but he had a real bolt of lightning moment there where he realized something.
Yeah. It looks like he's not happy about the thing he realized, though.
Yes, which is why I was thinking like the age problem.
Yeah, man, this is greedy, and I love it, dude. Is rocket boots forward, and it looks like it's going to be a beam on Dynamo and Mystique. Or not, from Dynamo to Mystique and Zemo.
Okay, yeah. Making sure he paid for root.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy.
All right. Oh,
It
okay.
was just into
So he
Skull and
wanted to
Toad.
get all 3, but couldn't. So he's happy to take Skull and.
Yeah, I mean, you got Shock on Mystique. Who cares about what Mystique's doing?
Yeah.
Although,
And,
I
Red
actually
Skull's only
think
got 2 health.
the Mystique
so.
thing, if the grunts are in, I guess she has to. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, looks like that first attack was blocked.
1 damage on, looks like Skull. Skull's still up on 1.
And no shocks.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Calm down a little bit.
Did he take the attack into Toad? Did I miss it?
Mm-hmm. The first attack did nothing.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I think you go with Mystique here, right? And you blow up the terrain.
It's real good.
Does Mystique have 2 or 3 power on her?
I have no idea.
I think I think she has 2, which means the shot is first, which means the gunshot
She
can't
might
be.
only have 1, too. She was on 0. She got attacked by Dynamo, and it did 1 or 2 damage.
Yeah. If the Mystique activation gets the grunts, I might just do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Belong that Nose would kill those shield agents.
Like 1 damage on Dynamo, 2 damage on. Does
Zemo agents Iron Man.
Yeah, 1 on Iron Man, but yeah.
Oh.
The Mystique blow up always gets me when I'm playing the grunts, because the grunts are always like their durability changes wildly whether they're standing in cover or not.
Yes.
And you can't stand in cover and not get got by the Mystique thing, or you have to find size 4 cover.
Yep.
Looks like we're going with Zemo.
I mean, I don't hate going with like Zemo or Skull here because they're both in precarious positions. Whereas, like, with Mystique being shocked, you can be reasonably.
Well, Skull's already activated, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Zemo or Mystique for sure.
Yeah.
Mystique seems more precarious than Zemo, but they're both pretty precarious.
Well, so I think with Mystique shocked, Ron might just ignore her.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And we got a rooted disruption field coming in here. This is a double skulls, dude.
I mean,
one's okay.
But...
Okay, one's okay. God, the skull leadership is very good.
Yeah.
I gotta play more of the Beach Boys.
So here's the Dynamo disruption field. It looks like he confirmed both. Blocks 2, takes 2.
All right.
Perfectly acceptable start. Especially because Dynamo, I believe, is out of power. Well, he has like 1 power, so the disruption fields are done for the turn, which is helpful.
Yeah, and Mystique can blow that up and still have the disruption fields be done. Although I guess they are done. Like, what is he going to disrupt Toad? Because you can't disrupt Mystique.
Yeah, right.
Looks
So
like another
stabbing
attack
again.
with a defensive Master Swordsman.
Yeah, I think Master Swordsman on both sides.
All right. Zemo
Takes 1.
alive. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Zemo's got 2 health. He is bleeding, but with 2 health, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think if Van had gotten 1 more through there, then the bleed could, maybe stagger, but. Bleh. Yep.
Yeah.
So what does Ron have? Zemo, Iron Man, Fury, all up to go?
I think you go with Zemo here.
Oh, right, because he'll die to the terrain if he doesn't. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the other question is like, yeah, like if the grunts are in, maybe you don't care about losing Zemo.
I think you want to keep Zemo going. The real thing I'm trying to figure out is like trying to figure out if Ron knows that he can kill Ultron here.
I think he doesn't know. Otherwise, I think he'd be like all over it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's going with Nick, which okay. Maybe this is happening right now. Maybe I should just kept my mouth shut. And Ron did know what he was doing.
It does not look like this is into Ultron.
Nope, it's not. Lots of rerolls. Oh, maybe he's trying to kill Mystique?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think that's totally crazy. Keep Zemo alive.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Fury does not have spender money though, which makes it like if Nick Fury had 3 power here, I think this play gets more interesting. Because like walk shoot with a shit ton of rerolls, walk spender with a shit ton of rerolls.
Yeah, this absolutely should have been just both of them into
Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets her anyway. Oh, now we got a martial artist discussion. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ron
boy.
meant to be and said it, but model didn't get placed quite properly, so.
He's got to reroll 2. There's no way he doesn't have.
4th Pierce still kills her.
Yeah, wow. Wow.
Well, that's a good roll from Fury Gun.
Oh boy.
I mean, it is 5 die wild Pierce reroll 1, so that's a good attack, but.
Is it reroll 1? You think he's got Zemo there?
I thought so.
Oh, okay. I guess so. It's just the other side of the nose. So hard to tell.
Yeah.
Man. I do not see the line to get out of this for Van. It's only turn 3.
Yeah, it's real.
I mean, him not taking Ultron off the board is an absolute blessing.
There's still time.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe Tony will put his kid down.
Nope, he's shooting Zemo. I guess he could see Ultron, but I think based on the angles he was checking, this is a shot into Zemo.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
All right, Zemo trying to live. Zemo with 5 natural blocks.
Yep, pretty sick. Getting pushed.
He might have pushed every other target out of range and might accidentally shoot Ultron. No, he walks back. He can't even be tricked into killing Ultron.
I mean, I think walking back to get a point is correct, but
Nah. You have to do 2 damage to Ultron to put him down.
3.
No, because he's going to take Gamma.
Yeah, Gamma.
Yeah.
I got there. All right, so Van thought he could pass, miscounted. It's Toad versus Zemo.
I mean, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking to see what value he can get out of Toad.
This is the problem with Toad is like he feels like a model that like needs you to be winning.
I mean, yeah, or at least be in like close games, but he's not great at digging you out of holes.
Mm-hmm. Walk up, incinerate, vomit at Dynamo.
That was a hop. Because Toad's
No.
on 0. Oh, no, you're right. Because it's by NorCal power. Yep.
No damage.
He could take a damage. He could use his leadership on that skull and take a damage at the end of this. I don't think he should. I think he made the right choice.
Yeah, I'm in.
That Zemo's going to go after Toad. I know it. I can feel it in my bones.
Ooh. Man. Yeah. All right.
This is hexed and bleeding, so it shouldn't
Be that.
Yeah, I mean, it is Zemo rerolls, but he doesn't have the power for swords or anything, so it's just the one natural reroll. He's trying to finish off Red Skull, which makes sense. He's on 1.
Does it make sense? All right, fails to get it. Goes for it again. Gets him.
What would you have done?
Gone after Ultron.
Okay, well, yeah. Sorry, I was comparing just like Red Skull versus Toad.
I also think that like I think just like leaving Skull to his own devices over there is like
Totally fine. Yeah.
yeah. Like Zemo shaking his conditions might have almost been better. But again, it's like that weird tempo thing of like when do you leave characters on 1?
Mm-hmm.
Especially because here, if you left Skull on 1, it means you get to take Ultron or Skull's activation.
Yeah.
But again, he doesn't realize he has access to Ultron's activation. All right, well,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
I think Van has to go with Ultron here and start doing some builders.
mm-hmm. Or do you keep trying to fly under the radar? Because clearly he thinks that Age of Ultron's online. And like what social engineering can you use to like
oh, sure, yeah.
get yourself back in?
Playing your opponent's part of the game.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Oh, this is just so bad for Vacky.
Vance is just such a bad spot.
Yeah.
I think you got to go. Yeah, I think you have to go with Ultron. I think you try to put Fury down and then throw the piece of terrain at Zemo. Does he still have Brace? No, he's got 2 cards face up.
No, Brace is used.
One's Invaders, one's Eye.
Yes.
And Van has just Age, it looks like.
So Ultron needs to build 4 power to have Age back online, right?
And yeah, because he's essentially on 4, so yeah. So maybe throwing the thing at Zemo.
Incredible beaters. Yeah. The abilities would have to go real well.
Well, actually, like, yeah. Maybe you just
Namor's
shoot.
got 7 health. You shoot Namor, get 7 damage on him. Get your 7 power.
I mean, maybe just shoot Fury, get your 3, shoot Ultron.
Oh, they realized they did math wrong for points.
Yeah, so the game is actually 12-11 favoring Ron.
Yep.
But yet again, it appears we have the last game finished based on the people in the background sitting. All right. Okay, so that's the grunts shooting someone and dealing no damage.
Yep. Anyway, and the grunts come in staggered, so they're done now. All right, let's get 6 crits here, Van.
Is Ultron into Namor? I don't like this at
Yeah.
all.
I don't either, but oh, all right.
All right. All hits
It's
and
the
2
six
crits, one of which is the skull crit.
3 crits.
Oh, 3 crits. Oh, Namor with 4 blocks, though. So only 3 through. He needs to make another power somewhere.
Oh right, he spent a power on the leadership. Yeah,
Yeah, and the leadership skull.
which you should.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're taking
yeah,
this
he needs 2
line,
power.
you can't turn down a crit when it's offered to you.
Yep. I guess I would shoot Fury here.
I think I would shoot Namor again because if you kill Namor, then you have the power to throw the terrain in his emo.
Neymar's only got 4 health left.
Yeah, so that takes you to 7 power, spend down to 3. Oh no, you're right. So it leaves you 1 short.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He needed to.
I think you.
run
I think
roll
you
worse in the first one.
shoot. I think you shoot Zemo.
That doesn't get you to power either.
Oh, you're right because he spent the 1 for the. Yeah.
He needs 3 power. He's got to shoot Nick. Nick has 3 health and 3 energy defense. It's the best target to get you back into Age.
Yeah, this should have been shoot Nick. If you fail to shoot Nick again.
I think shooting Namor first has some merit to it because if it goes exceedingly well,
I guess
you have a better idea of like your power economy, like what else needs to happen.
Yeah, I guess also when you're this far in a hole, like you have to just put yourself in a situation where when the dice pop off, they can reward you maximum.
Yep.
Whereas like killing Fury there is like whatever.
Ooh, I think he's shooting Fury. I think.
Oh no.
Spider senses on Nick Fury coming through.
Yeah.
Only does 2. Wait,
Man.
we're bad at math. That's all he needed. Okay. Well, right, no, I said he needed 2.
Yeah, he needed 2. The problem was I kept suggesting him shoot 1 health
throwing
characters.
Yeah. Okay, so
Or
Age
shoot
is
4
online
health
again.
characters and then throw.
So that I don't know if that's going to matter, but at least Age is back online and Ultron is protected again. But I think the problem with that is that Ron can just win this turn and not interact with Ultron at all to do so. He's only got to score 4 points.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ron's got to activate Zemo here, right?
Well, I think Van is considering spending down. Because, like, if you realize this is the last turn,
yeah,
Age
well, who
doesn't do
cares? Who
anything
cares
for
about
you.
Age?
Yeah.
Age is worth a point.
Yeah.
Oh no, because he drops it. He drops it when he
does.
ages.
Oh, yeah. It's worth
Nothing.
maybe a point because you can get onto a secure. And be
Yeah,
healthy.
but don't mention out loud, Van, that age doesn't matter. He doesn't know you don't have it. He's gonna bow the grunts. That seems absolutely cuckoo bananas to me.
I mean, I don't see a good bow here.
It's Namor directly away, right?
Yeah, that's probably the best. Oh, I think realizing this.
I guess if Nick had more health, or you were really confident that Nick was going to like play brace or something, you could bow him out of your line to throw the terrain at their grunts. But
you could bow him over to the grunts and throw the terrain at the grunts, and then the grunts die and kill Nick with them.
At his grunts? Yeah, but his grunts are fresh.
Yeah, but it's a size 3. You're pretty likely to kill your own grunt with a size 3.
Isn't it like worse than a coin flip?
What?
It's a. Oh, I guess it's 4 damage, and you need 2 block. You need both to be blocks, right? Because it's 4 damage. Yeah, all right. And there's no throw. It's just
96.6%
it's
chance
just
to kill your
about.
grunt. I don't understand anything.
I
that's
don't
happening.
either, dude. I don't get it. He must just be tilted off the face of the earth.
I mean, yeah, I probably would be too. Like, I get that for sure.
It's gonna be okay, Van. We're over here. Look at us. Mm-hmm. All right, grunts are not in range of Toad.
Well, any reason not to just go with Dine? Oh wait, that's Ron Zemo.
Yeah, I think you gotta go with.
I forgot who Zemo was his.
Ron should go with his Zemo
Yeah, absolutely.
and try to kill Skull.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you die to bleed, that's fine.
Yeah, like, who
Depending on
cares?
swinging, buddy. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess he's worried about losing his 1 health from Nick Fury,
Yeah, which makes sense.
which is, in theory, more important than.
Especially because I think Fury has a walk spender.
The grunts walk up and do 5 damage.
It's 4 days rule too, man. Like, spooky grunts.
It's still more hits than dice. And it is Skulls unlocked, so.
Yes, which is such a big deal.
That's the other thing that's wild about the Invaders thing, is because it's models within 2, it's so hard for it not to be on. Or it's so hard for you to have rerolls and not have the unlocked Skulls on.
Okay, so that was a 12%er. So this is going to be a walk spender, which should bring down the 1 damage you need to do on Skull.
The Skull only have 5 on the back?
Oh no, I'm just bad at counting. He's 6'6", I'm pretty sure. I'm just
All right.
mistaking.
Good night, Skull.
But, yeah, that with the grunt shot is going to do 2.
Can Toad carry?
Isn't Zemo still too?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, the Toad could kill Fury and Zemo. Just 1 damage, 1 damage.
Heck yeah, let's get it going.
And then probably die, but
What are you talking about? He's got 5 health still.
That's true.
And
He does.
he could slippery.
He could.
Man, I don't know. Did this music in the background of this video just get really loud?
I was wondering the same.
I was like, Nate, what are you doing? And then I realized that you don't have controls over any of this stuff.
So Van's trying to see if there's any line here. Might just concede at this point, which wouldn't blame him at all. I don't see a line.
I don't either.
Even if Toad kills 2 models, then Zemo would have to live and kill 2 models. Stop Ron from scoring out. Seems hard.
I think if Toad gets Fury I think if Toad gets Zemo, Van Zemo's in no danger of dying.
Yeah.
I mean, no danger maybe is a strong word. He's going to take 2 5s.
Yeah. With rerolls.
Not if he gets Zemo. I guess he would have to move Namor up.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Namor could walk charge that Zemo.
That's true. That seems less likely to kill him than 2 5s, but
It's true.
I guess that would put Stagger on Zemo, and Zemo would be sad boy.
Yeah. So where does Zemo go now?
Yeah, man, I don't, dude. This seems over. These are the kind of like early round games that okay, maybe kill Iron Man, score the back point.
Do you know where the 6th senator is?
There are 4 on Ron's guys, 1 on Toad, and
Oh, Ultron has one. That's right. We were talking.
Yeah,
about
Ultron has one because he had one last turn.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Van's covering it. There you go.
Yep.
I thought when I found the one on the grunts that I had just found the one you missed.
Mm-hmm. So he's rethinking the Zemo decision. All
right, here we go.
Two people.
Toad's in it.
Let's go, Toad.
Let's go, Toad. You gotta kill Zemo.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's a good start. 3 so far. 4. Let's go, Toad.
Can't ask for more.
Got him. Got him. Outplayed. Get out tongue to Zemo.
Can't pick it up, so setting it over for Zemo to handle. All right.
No, you didn't roll 5 dice, Van. You rolled 4 dice with a crit.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Okay, no. All right. Never mind. They figured it out.
Well, I think what Ron said is that he overkilled Zemo by a damage, so even if you take away success, Zemo still dies there, so they're just going with it. But
no successes. Disaster. Ron's just got to find 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just have Dynamo.
I think you have Dynamo either double. I actually don't hate the walk charge with
Namor. Yeah.
Namor, and then just pick up the Senator next to Zemo.
Oh, sure.
Like, you're staggered. Like, now he's got to get Zemo and Nick and the grunts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would do that just to hold more extracts.
Mm-hmm. Because I think if you hit the stagger there, it just, like, completely closes the ability of him to, even with perfect god dice,
yep,
of ending the game. Because Ron only needs 4 points here. Although, Fury alone would win him the game. Because Fury's scoring 4 right now by himself.
No, he isn't. Toad's on that point.
Oh, you're right. Toad is on that point.
So I think this was just a dynamo shot and killed Zemo. Yep. That works too. All right. I guess Dynamo could shoot Toad now.
Why are you guys still...
Why is Dynamo doing this? I do not understand.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like, yeah. All right. Looks like they're just mathing out ending the game.
Oh, it sure was a Shield game we just watched.
Yeah, sure was.
Oh. Van was indicating the age there. I think he was explaining to Ron about the situation where age was down.
Yeah.
Because he like picked up the card and was waving it. So.
Yeah, so obviously Ron had like a very big early lead.
Yep.
But I think Van kind of misplayed his crackback. Like, so obviously he's in a bit of trouble. Like,
oh yeah.
And I'm understating the facts there with a bit of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble, but I think there was like definitely a more efficient line he could have taken on making his attacks and whatnot. Like, he activated Ultron when Ultron was unkillable,
yep,
and then exposed him.
Yep.
When those were like things he did not have to do.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably correct to expose Ultron, but he could have done it like last activation. Because you just need work to be done.
Yeah, there's definitely times where you have to just like drop the shields on age because you need output. But yeah, last activation of a turn, right? Just like let that keep you alive so you can activate other things. Let the Mystique go and blow up the nose and get all that free damage, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like what? Nebula activated once all game?
I don't think Nebula even made an attack.
No, she walked to the midline turn 1, then got shot a bunch and died, and then got shot a bunch and died.
Yeah, and like she's so deadly in this list.
Yeah, she's very good at killing shield models.
And like I don't think Nebula was ever attacked other than it being part of a dynamo beam. So like she was never the goal. Like he never had to spend actions to remove Nebula. She was just free value along the way.
Yep, I don't remember a specific. Yeah, I think that's true. That feels real bad. I mean, so Dynamo is just a real fucker on Gamma, but also
You also it's
there's things you can do about that.
absolutely, and also like you really have to semicircle your stuff. You have to like try to not line your pieces up horizontally and line them up horizontally instead of vertically.
Because like even when you semicircle on Gamma, right? Like
He's
yes,
still going to get two
Dynamo will
guys.
get 2 people, but he's not going to get 3 or 4 people.
Mm-hmm. Because that's where Dynamo really goes from like a guy that is like a very excellent defensive piece that does okay damage for a 5 threat, and he becomes a model that does a ton of damage for a 4 threat.
Yes.
Right? Like, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. But anyway, this was round 2 of the NorCal Classic. We'll be back with round 3 shortly here. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and don't forget that fun is a finite resource.